Today we're going to be testing out 4 different strategies on stakes game Plinko. And trust me, you don't want to miss this. One of these strategies is going to be widely successful and hugely profitable, and even Jersey would approve. Plinko is a very simple game. All you have to do is drop these pucks from the top, and then wherever they land is whatever your payouts. You can set your bet amount to whatever you would like, and then you could also update the risk in rows. As you increase the risk and the number of rows, the higher payout you will earn. But also on the flip side, the less likely you are to actually land a puck in that slot. This is a video you guys do not want to miss, so let's get started. For strategy number 1, we're going to be setting everything to low. So the risk is going to be set to low, and the amount of rows is going to be number 8, which is the lowest amount of rows you could have. With our budget, we're going to do a bet of $1 and see how this strategy goes. We're off to a great start, and I'm going to set up the stat line right here so you can see in real time how much we've actually bet, what our profit and loss is, how many wins and losses, and this is also going to be displayed throughout the video. Also, I really sped it up here because I put in thousands of dollars in bets in this strategy alone and didn't want you guys to sit around here for about an hour to watch me place every single bet. In total, as you can see by the graph for our net gain for profit or losses, you can see that we got up to a height of about $20 in profit towards the beginning, but as time went on and as we put more and more bets in, this turned out to be a very losing strategy. With over $6,000 bets placed, we actually ended up losing $100, so it's time to move on to our next strategy. For the second strategy, we're going to go with a medium strategy approach. So we're going to set the risk to medium and the amount of rows to 12, which is right in the middle of 8 and 16. And we're going to update our stat line so we can see how much profit and losses we could get with this strategy alone and compared to the other strategies. We're also going to update the bet amount from $1 and cut it in half to 50 cents. As you update the risk and rows to be greater risk or rows, remember that's going to come with a greater payout. So you're going to earn a lot more money if it goes all the way to the left or right. But also on the flip side, you have to remember it's going to be a lot less likely to get those big payouts. So we're going to see if this strategy works a lot better than the easy strategy that we just tried with strategy number 1. Similar to the previous strategy, we were off to a hot start, being profitable up to about $13. But sadly, that wasn't the case for the rest of the strategy. We actually ended up putting in even more total dollar bet amount than the first strategy with over $8,000 worth of bets. But it seemed like the more bets we put on over time, we actually ended up losing more and more money. As of right now, the bets are sped up to about 40 times the normal speed. That way we could really see how the chart on the left-hand side is coming along over time. You can see that it fluctuates between going positive and negative, but as time goes on, it really goes downhill from there, and we end up losing our $100 pretty fast. In total, this is definitely another losing strategy, but we actually did end up placing about $2,000 more in total bets compared to strategy number 1. On the flip side, this could be a good strategy to get large amount of bets in. That way you can upgrade your count so you can get better rewards, and also you can win different races so you can get different cash prizes. But trust me, in this video, we are going to find a strategy that is going to be widely successful. So let's move on to the next strategy. For strategy number 3, we're going to set everything to high. So the risk is going to be set to high, and the amount of rows is going to be the highest number of rows, which is going to be 16. So you can see here that the payout really jumps up to, if you hit all the way to the far left or right, a 1,000 multiplier payout. We're going to set our bet amount to 10 cents. If we do hit that 1,000 times multiplier, that means our 10 cents would actually pay us out $100. I gotta say, that's a pretty good return on investment right there. We're going to reset the live stats. That way we can see how profitable this strategy is. You are now watching it at 80 times normal speed, and similar to the other strategies, this one started out great and ended up being profitable. But as time went on, over hours of actually using the strategy, we ended up losing the $100, and very quickly, if you compare it to the other 2 strategies, we only had a total bet amount of $1,400 compared to the first 2 strategies. We had over $6,000 and $8,000 compared to total bets. So